Welcome to Bloody Bloods of Blood. Viewer beware, you're in for a scare. Woo! Anyway, welcome to Game Wolf Plays Blood, which is like, what if Duke Nukem was instead a horror game? That's essentially what this is. Please excuse me while we wait for the intro cutscene to deal with itself. I'll be right with you, folk. Be right back.
Welcome, my servants, my slaves.
What is your bidding, Master?
You have failed me. I disavow you all.
What?
I've taken your love. Now I will take your life. Consider my power in a hollow grave.
I live again.
Yes, I do. I live again, too. And welcome to a series in which I'm uploading daily so I get caught up and have more content for you more frequently. This is just for now. Anyway, this is Blood. You start with a pitchfork, your melee weapon. You're going to get some flares, some TNT. The flares is basically your pistol that shoots flares. And the TNT is the pipe bomb replacement. This is a zombie. Get used to them. They're easy as hell to deal with, but they're a problem in groups, as you might imagine. Like most Tier 1 enemies.
Nevermore.
Oh, thank you, Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, we're gonna get more references in this game. And sometimes you have to actively look for them. Sometimes they're very subtle, and sometimes, you know, they're just kinda, the level is an entire reference. That happens. The cultists, as you can see, they speak their own language, or rather, it's a combination of languages that one person on Monolith Software is responsible for. I don't remember the names off the bat. You'll see the credits when I get to the end of each episode, so don't worry about that. It's all the same credits, though, so I don't know. Who knows, man? Rest in pieces. Also, something you might have noticed in this game is some of the stuff, like the pickups and whatnot, they're voxelized, baby. Gotta love me some voxels, which is like what you normally see as a 2D sprite, except it's basically a 3D sprite, you know? Alright, that up there is the Guns Akimbo power-up. It doubles your guns. Obviously not working on the pitchfork. Or the dynamite. I can't imagine why I work on the dynamite. There'd be no point. I try to kill as many corpses as I can. You know, the ones that are on the ground. So that I could get some health from them sometimes, which has a chance of happening. I don't know what the chance is, but, you know, try to kill everything that's humanoid at least, so you can get some kind of health. Yeah, this could be a waste of flares. There's another way up to get to the Guns Akimbo, and that's to go out the window and jump on the gate. But I've seen people do it by jumping that tombstone, and that was easier for me to... Well, it's not really easier. There's a lot of different ways to access a lot of things in this game, so any one route may not be particularly correct. Speaking of routes I've taken, shoutouts to Blood Wiki, because they're very thorough about their level descriptions and information regarding them. So I'd like to thank them all, especially for finding all the secrets for me, so I don't have to worry about that. Because there sure are a lot in this game. This game is very long, especially the version 1 Unit Whole Blood, which is what I'm playing. That's the playlist title. I pick up your heart and I put it in my hand and fucking Kano. Alrighty. Whoa! Okay, that's Beast Vision. Beast Vision is like night vision, except it's not the night. What it does is it highlights the enemies by making them brighter. Or contrast-like. That's it. It's not actually that useful for me, but hey, you know, it could be good in a pinch, but it hasn't come up for me yet. By the way, there's 3 types of armor. The one you see me with now is basically the body armor. I guess the body armor gave me 100 of the blue stuff, but yeah, then there's also fire armor type and spirit armor type. The body armor one is, for ballistics, melee attacks. The fire armor is for fire, and the spirit armor is for otherwise unspecified ghost bullshit. Which I suppose could happen, but it does not happen in this episode, so I'm not going to worry about it. So the only time you'll even see me with spirit armor is when I get a super armor, which gives me 200 of all armors. Usually you want to keep your eyes out for that. Speaking of, the Soul Sphere counterpart is the, what was it? The freaking Life Seed, which is like a blinking eye or whatever. And it gives you 100 health straight up, even if you already have 100 health. Just an extra 100 health to a max of 200. We prepare to die with your axe. Pitchfork beats axe. That's what Fire Emblem taught me. Doesn't it? I don't actually know. If the pitchfork counts as a lance, wouldn't that mean the axe? I didn't remember the type differentiation. Excuse me. Not really playing Fire Emblem right now anyway. For a while. Yeah, I try to throw explosive on the rats because they're annoying. There's a few annoying enemy types like that, and this is mostly going to be about the rats. There's a few others in this game. Pray that they don't fuck you up too much. Let's look in the morbid sense. In the obituaries that I died and came back to life. This game is kind of anachronistic. I don't know what... I would assume 1800s, but there's a lot of things that don't really indicate what time or place you're taking place in. Just go with it. I got the fire armor before going in here because there's an oven you can jump into, and the fire armor would help protect me against that. So I can get a life seed. Yep. The guy, the wiki even said as much. It's like, even though this is listed first, we should probably get the fire armor. I'm like, yeah, I agree with you, wiki sir. Oh yeah, I've only elected to do the third difficulty as it goes, easy, normal, hard. And there's like 2 ones that are higher, and in my reckoning that would be bullshit for my purposes. More specifically, the manual tells me that those latter 2 difficulties are supposed to be for co-op,
Out, damn spot.
Can you spot all the references? Slurped the ivy. Dumb. That's dumb. It's delicious. It's good for you. Am I vampiric? I don't know, but whatever. The protagonist's name is Caleb. He's not a nice guy. In fact, he's probably the worst protagonist you'll ever play in a first-person shooter. Only going against the villain because he fucked them for some reason. That's literally it. So this is just an evil-on-evil situation. This is not your hero. Do not emulate this guy. He's an asshole. I mean, at least Duke Nukem had good intentions, even when he's perverted. And, hell, even Shadow Warrior's better than this guy. The guy from Shadow Warrior's better than this guy. So, probably the most evil protagonist in first-person shooter history. Still a great game. I'm opening this dagger key wall. Something else I should point out. There are super secrets. You bet your ass I had to look those up. And super secrets will probably balance the game in your favor if you find them. In this case, you'll get a napalm cannon, which is not something you expect to get at level 1. It's the equivalent of the rocket launcher, so it's super powerful, and also could kill you if you use it wrong. Is it blow up in your face, but I find a purpose for it. At least in later episodes, it'll be more used on the regular, but for right now, we're just gonna have to wait for the opportune time to use it. At least in my case. Kind of my ace in the hole, as it were. I like the physics of kicking the zombies' heads. And sometimes it's even useful. Yes, I have to do this particular jump. Anything that requires me to jump over, I've kind of figured out by now, thankfully. They told me that was going to be hard to do, and then I actually did. I'm like, no, you just got to, jump from the right spot. Good thing I excel at that. Whew. Okay, that's the symbol we end with, the symbol of Chernobog. As that's the exit. Then you hear a bunch of screams of the damned, and that's your level. Yeah, pretty straightforward, I suppose. when we come back, I will be going to the train station. I hope you like this daily upload schematic I'm doing. It's only so I can get caught up with other projects I'm going to be doing afterwards, so I can bring it to you faster. It was just me balancing out between, like, do I want to release this now or do I want until I'm finished? And I'm like, what if I just release this now, then finish everything else? Then if I have finished projects ahead of when this gets finished, you can just get all that in one day. This will allow me to be both more productive and show you what I'm up to. Hopefully you don't think less of me for it. Me, I just want to get this stuff over with because, wow, this game's long. Anyway, I'll see you soon.